I like it.
Wait.
I'm just getting everybody's attention. I'm just getting everybody's attention.
I need to be recording. Okay, go.
It's a beautiful moment when one can wake up and say they don't go to high school anymore. Now, a lot of people don't understand what this achievement means to everyone. So I'm going to compare it to the cutting of this cake. As you cut into the cake, that first initial slice, it's kind of scary because you don't know how big the size is going to be. You don't know if it's going to be a perfect cut. It's like, I mean, you could have crinkles. You don't know. But then you finally get to the bottom, and you've got that perfect edge. You finally complete high school. You finally complete high school, and you get through all those wrinkles, and those crinkles, and those tears, and that frustration, and you're ready. So you kind of look back at that cake, and you say, this is going to be an amazing slice. I think it was JFK that once said, one must know before they can do. And then you take that second and final slice. You're ready now. You're confident because you know you've set the tone with that first slice, and you're ready. You know this is going to be a perfect square. It's going to be a corner, and you are going to devour. When it's finished. Then you finally lift it off up the platform.
Hey.
Look at you.
And the cake is ready.
Are you going to cut our pieces too?
I'm good.
Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm here again with my good friend,
Island.
and we are about to watch the season finale of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3. This is Season 3, Episode 22, Graduation Day Part 2. We just finished Part 1. Really fun episode, seemed to set up a lot of stuff, so I guess there's not really much to say here. Do you have any final words before we enter into what has to be a captivating, exciting finale for this season that we have been journeying through for the last few weeks, Kyland?
No, I'm kind of just ready for the ride.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. So let's go ahead and get into... Why am I talking like this? I'm trying to be dramatic for the dramatic ending, but it's just not working at all. So anyway, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 22, Graduation Day Part 2. Let's go.
Bye, Slayer. See you on the graduation.
All that panicking.
Maybe Willow's pregnant.
Ooh.
You killed me.
Do you ever go to Panic Hub?
Panic Hub?
Yeah,
No,
I was
I
just
don't.
wondering. Oh, okay. Never mind. That might...
Is that like...
Huh? No, don't even worry about it.
No, why? Tell me.
It was a joke.
Are you sure?
I was just making something up. Panic, because they were talking about panicking. Anyway.
Oh.
There's nobody here, sir. No.
I wonder is he genuinely sad?
Take the fight outside. My faith doesn't like to be cooped up. But sir, the Ascension... Fight them!
Ooh. Wow, he really cares about Faith.
Faith's a good girl.
Like I said, this guy is just such a great father.
Yeah, that'd be really weird if he blew off the Ascension just to find Faith.
Yeah, I guess he was.
But he's her watcher.
Buffy no longer needs a watcher.
Well, does he have to leave the country? I mean, you got fired and you still hang around like a big loser. Why can't he?
Yo, they really
Cordelia.
just wrote him off.
We're trying to stop a massacre here.
Dang, man.
It's just such a Buffy.
It's like that, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. You can see it spreading.
I was wrong. I need you.
Oh. You mean you need Buffy?
For a second, I thought they were about to get to panicking.
Oh my gosh.
Did you find Faith?
You didn't... She's not here?
Sit down.
Is it really a season finale of Buffy if Buffy isn't trying to cure Angel?
You're gonna live. Won't let you die. Drink.
Please.
Jeez. Dang, that looks painful. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
now that I think about it, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, that's really gruesome. He seems to be drinking for a long time, though.
Like, that's enough.
Yeah, he should have been stopped.
He's still going.
Buffy?
Did he just kill her?
Buffy.
Would it be a season finale if Buffy didn't die?
Bones are set, and damage to the kidneys is repairable. It's simply too severe.
Oh, snap. They're in the
It's a
same
wonder she's
hospital.
alive at all with a blood
Wow.
loss.
So she is alive.
There's almost no chance that she's ever going to regain consciousness.
Well, then that would have been perfect for Angel to drink from. Too bad she rode away on that truck.
We have another young girl's severe blood loss. Dr. Powell wants you to prep to assist on an anti-cubital cut down.
Okay, doctor. Don't do that.
Fine, did Faith?
Faith's out of the picture. Buffy put her in a coma. And
He's just like, this is so awkward.
made me.
You fed off her.
Yes.
Good to know that when the chips are down and things look grim, you'll feed off the girl who loves you to save your own ass.
Better go, Angel. We'll watch over.
Xander has such a way with
Sun will be up
words.
soon.
Little Miss Muffet counting down from 730.
Great. Riddles.
They're never gonna fix it.
This feels like an episode of Twin Peaks.
Never goes away. Even his.
Is this your mind or mine?
That's what I was wondering.
Beats Faith. You ready?
Well, Angel, you hung with him the most. Was there something that he's
I didn't even
afraid
notice
of?
him over there in the corner.
Well, she's not crazy about germs.
Of course. That's it. We'll attack him with germs. Ebola virus.
This year, that might really
and-
work.
And,
I might be needed.
needed.
Or wanted.
Why are they doing it so weird?
They don't even get any music like Willow and Xander.
Good luck in England.
Yes, thank you. I'll try that sometime.
That'd be neat.
Well, there goes all that built up tension.
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh.
How long till graduation?
What a while.
Oh, so they can do some more panicking.
When we get through this, I'm just gonna go.
Congratulations to the class of 1999. You all proved more or less adequate. This is a time
That's
of
pretty good.
celebration, so sit still and be quiet. The third. I saw that gesture. You see me after graduation.
You know what, kids?
He's gonna do the entire speech.
Maybe the
Man, just ascend already.
Really?
place in Sunnydale's history, whether you like it or not. It's
He's
a
been
long
working on
road
this
getting
speech for
here.
100 years,
You,
too.
For Sunnydale.
Yeah, really.
There's been achievement, joy.
I hope most of
good
that was just spent
times
revising and not writing more.
that have brought us to this day.
This doesn't look like it feels good.
We must all.
Yeah, he's constipated. They love big snakes on here. Oh, and here come the vampires flanking them from the back. Oh, snap. Oh, ow, that looked like that really hurt. I can't imagine doing this on graduation day. Seems kind of fun though. Way more exciting than listening to some speeches.
And when I say I want quiet, I mean it.
Wow. Well, went out protecting his school.
Yeah, really. Isn't that the second principal that they've lost?
Yeah, I mean, in the time since we've watched them, I'm sure they've lost plenty more. Oh, dang. I wonder how that whole lowest mortality rate thing is going to go now, though.
Yeah.
They might lose that honor.
You want to get it back from me? Dick.
Double entendre. Oh, actually a triple entendre. I respect them for even trying to pull something like this off on, like... Oh, snap.
Well, gosh.
He still has the same voice? Dang, they really went out with a bang, class of 99.
Perhaps I could just be knocked unconscious. Oh. Oh.
That was about as good of a goodbye as they could do. Because words couldn't have expressed it.
Guys, take a moment to deal with this. We survived. Not the battle. High school.
I think this specific episode was alright. Honestly, not my favorite out of season 3.
Now, hold on. Before anybody gets upset about Kylan's thoughts on this episode, I just want to put out there that he does really start to like the show in season 4. So there's that.
I think the hype was built up for it, and I just envisioned it to be something different than what it was. So I wasn't really... I'm not gonna say I wasn't impressed. I just wasn't really like... I don't know. I feel like it was just made to believe that it was gonna be... The Ascension was gonna be like something completely different than what it was.
Fair enough. I think that it seems like, for one thing, this season, one thing I noticed this season finale in comparison to the last 2 season finales, in this one, it did feel a lot more like, I guess, the focus and excitement and everything was on like just the, I don't know what I would say, the spectacle, but just like the idea of like, you know, this big war and then fighting him and shooting him and all the students coming together and, you know, like taking down this big snake and everything, which, you know, I guess is kind of cool, but at the same time, it doesn't have the same type of weight as something like, you know, Buffy killing Angel at the end of season 2 does.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, you know, Buffy dying and coming back to life and then kind of finally truly understanding her calling as a Slayer in season 1 and all that. It didn't really have that same type of emotional weight. I mean, like at the end there when Angel left and they talked about surviving high school, that definitely felt like it kind of pulled things up a little bit. But before that, it did. I can understand you feeling like things felt a little bit more like, you know, like it was like a big plot finale, but not like a big, you know, kind of story and character finale, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's like, in theory, it seems like, to me at least, all the ingredients for, you know, like what everything was hyped up to be was there in terms of the Ascension and this and it really having to come down to them somehow stopping this guy from turning into whatever ascending means, which we found out this episode is him turning into a huge giant snake demon. So like, I mean, he was this huge thing. Like they talked about, demons are way bigger. The whole school had to come together and do it. It wasn't something that just Buffy and her friends could do. They were shooting fire and shooting arrows. There was battles between the vampires and the students. And then the rest of the town came in and everybody was helping. And it was like a huge war and everything. So in theory, all of that was there. But I guess I can understand it feeling like the emotional weight behind it wasn't as much.
I guess Faith is dead now.
Well, she's in a coma. What
Yeah,
they said.
coma.
Yeah. Which I
Maybe
guess
she'll
is.
wake up.
What you say?
Maybe she'll wake up.
Do you think she would ever wake up?
I mean, I don't know why they would just leave her in a coma for. I mean, unless she's just not on the show anymore.
It kind of feels like one of those things where it's like, well, maybe we'll use this character again, or maybe we won't. So we won't kill them. We'll just put them in a coma so that we have the option. That's kind of the
Yeah.
feeling I get from things like that.
So you're saying that you feel like this one wasn't the best finale?
I mean, I didn't think it was bad by any means. Like, I mean, I enjoyed it. I just mean, like, compared to the other two, I don't think it was better than the other two finales. I'll say that. Like, so compared to the other two, I guess I would say this was maybe my least favorite finale so far. But I still enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a pretty cool episode. So you think you didn't like the finale or the episode?
No, yeah, I didn't. Just wasn't a fan.
What about, is it specifically part 2 or just like the whole thing, part 1 and part 2?
Specifically part 2, really, because that was where the letdown was for me. With the Ascension, and then I don't know. I feel like it just felt like an easy fix.
So like when, and I think this might also just go back to what we just said again, because it didn't technically, it wasn't easy at all. You know what I mean? Like how I was just saying, all the stuff that they had to do to go through in real life, that's not easy. I mean, in real life terms, not real life like our real life, but in real life in terms of just imagining getting all that together, doing all that, doing everything that they did in that like kind of war battle, whatever that they had. It wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't the same as like, Buffy just snapping somebody's neck or hitting them with a pan or whatever. Do you have any idea of where that feeling of easiness might come from?
To me, it seemed like the Ascension was going to be a lot more chaotic and like more was going to be going on. Like, it seemed like it was going to be almost apocalyptic. And I was just expecting something that was going to be like really, 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 really hard to stop. And I thought his plan was more in depth than what it was. So I guess when I say easy, I just mean like it just. But I mean, there wasn't. To me, I guess there really wasn't much for them to stop in the first place, because I mean, he really just had the vampires attacking, trying to attack them, and then him.
Well, I guess part of it might just come down to, as people always bring up, the budget that they had back then and everything. Because when I think about it, I'm like, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, it's not exactly the same reason for me as to why maybe I might have felt underwhelmed in some ways for this episode. Like, for me, what they did here pretty much, like, I mean, like, if I can't really imagine them doing much more beyond this in terms of just more apocalypse, more. I mean, they blew the whole school up. There was fire, there was a huge snake, there was people getting bit left and right, there was people running, screaming, all sorts of craziness happened. Like, to me, it definitely had all the chaos there. I mean, like, to me, anything more than that is just like, yeah, it could have been there, but to me, it's the same point. You know what I mean? Like, to me, anything more than that would have just been the same thing, just showing more of that. And maybe if they had a higher budget, they would have been able to pull that off. But to me, the point of all that was there. So I guess that's why I kind of disagree there, just in that, like, it seems like everything you just said, the chaos and all that, was here. To me, it just feels like maybe thematically, character wise, like in terms of the, emotional weight, like I've said a million times now, maybe there could have been more of that here. I don't know how, but maybe so. That's where it kind of felt underwhelming to me. But at the same time, it's still like, I enjoyed it overall. So I guess I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I feel like, do you have any examples as to what you maybe would have want to seen happen, like that would have more so fit what you were imagining?
Well, something with those spiders in that box.
Well, he ate them.
I mean, yeah, he ate them, but I thought that was gonna mean like they were gonna have some play in the Ascension.
But I mean, they technically did, because when he ate them, that what did that do? That prepared the inside of his body some type of way to be able to take that form. I think is how what they said. That might not be exactly right. I mean, I feel like so you were more so imagining like spiders just going everywhere and jumping on everybody and like that type of thing.
Yeah.
So my only thing there is like I feel like that's just an expectation that was different than the reality. I don't know. I guess I see what you're saying, but I felt like I felt like they did use the spiders since they had him eat them and everything, and there was a reason for it and all. And to me, that was more of a surprising reason than them just letting spiders out and them crawling and attacking everybody, which kind of seems like that would have just been the easy to expect thing, you know? But
yeah.
I understand you feeling underwhelmed by the episode because I kind of did too. I guess we're just coming from different places with it mainly.
Yeah.
So here are some facts about this episode. According to Marty Noxon in the DVD commentaries, the explosion scene filmed at 5 a.m. in Torrance, California, where the outdoor scenes had been filmed for the previous 3 years. The explosion was so huge it woke up many of the residents, broke windows, and set off car alarms. And as a result, the town refused to allow Buffy to film there again.
Dang.
Is that enough chaos for you? This episode contains one of Joss Whedon's trademark extended shots, with the scene in the hospital from when Angel enters with Buffy to just after Angel stops Mayor Wilkins from suffocating her, lasting just over 2 minutes and 50 seconds without a cut. You know what? I don't think I even noticed that this time. And I usually notice those type of shots. I think I was just so engrossed in the story I didn't even notice it. The mutant enemy zombie that always appears at the end of each episode is wearing a black graduation cap. In the DVD commentaries for this episode, it was explained that Charisma Carpenter said that, for once, she wanted to be one of the people to stake a vampire on screen. Joss Whedon agreed and specifically made it so that she got to do so. I definitely remember that moment.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, I think that's the first time we've seen Cordelia do that. We've seen her kill a vampire, or at least do something before, I think, but not that way. I remember when she at least stopped the villain in one episode earlier this season. The one where they were doing the little competition between her and Buffy. Mm-hmm. During the time of its airing, this episode caused a great deal of controversy in the media because of the Columbine High School massacre. On May 25th, 1999, only 2 hours before Part 2 was due to air, the WB suddenly decided to replace it with a rerun of Band Candy. This sudden move received huge media, and thousands of letters were sent to the network demanding that the season finale be shown. Sarah Michelle Gellar publicly spoke out against the decision, although Seth Green agreed that the episode was seen callous and inappropriate after the Columbine shootings. The WB did not air the episode almost 2 months after it was originally scheduled. Oh, so it actually didn't air on time. The episode attracted 6.5 million viewers, atypically high for the WB during summer. Wow, okay, well, I guess that's pretty interesting. They even delayed the season finale.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Closing out, do you have any thoughts for where the show can go from here now that they're leaving high school and basically everything we've known so far about the show, like which is them being high schoolers, is about to change?
I feel like it's going to transition into more adult stories. Like they're going to be about, and I feel like it's going to get a lot darker now too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this season got pretty dark.
Makes sense. What about for Angel? Do you just, in general, the show, do you have any predictions for what it might be about or what it's going to be like or anything?
He's probably just going to be stopping bad people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, he'll probably get a crew together.
Yeah.
Or he might go solo. I don't know. Maybe you'll have a partner.
It makes sense. I guess it's tough to try to guess or predict any more than that. So,
yeah.
All right, then. Well, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And head on over to Patreon for the full uncut reaction weeks ahead of the YouTube schedule. Till next time, I'm Anthony, and that's
Kyland.
And we will see you all next season.
Next year.
Well,
Well,
this isn't gonna come out for a while, and
yeah.
well, at least not on YouTube. On Patreon, I guess it'll be like in a week or two. But even still, it's the new year now. It's 2021. It's too late for that joke. Okay.
I guess I'm late.
Okay. Well, all right then.